Above us, beyond the blue veil of our skies, there are whispers, rumors of eyes that watch and hands that reach through the dark. For centuries, humanity has turned its gaze toward the heavens, wondering if we are alone. But what if the answer has already been given, not through radio signals or telescopes, but through the quiet footsteps of visitors who walk among us? Across history, across continents, there have been encounters, fleeting, terrifying, and often denied. Each story carries a shape, a face, a name whispered between fear and fascination. Together, they form a catalog of the unearthly, a bestiary of the beyond. The Flatwoods Monster. It began one September night in 1952. A flash in the sky. A crash in the woods near Flatwoods, West Virginia. When locals arrived, they claimed to have seen something waiting in the darkness. A towering figure 10 feet tall, cloaked in metal and mist, with a spade-shaped head that glowed red in the night. They called it the Flatwoods Monster. Skeptics said it was an owl. Believers said it was a visitor. Either way, the name burned itself into America's nightmares. Then came the Greys, the archetype, the template of every whispered abduction tale. Small, hairless beings with gray, or sometimes green, skin. Their heads swollen with thought, their eyes vast and black as voids, no ears, just the quiet hum of telepathy. Since the 1960s, they have become the face of the unknown. From the Roswell incident to the countless abduction stories that followed, the Greys are said to appear in bedrooms, in deserts, in dreams. They study us, experiment on us, and vanish before the dawn. Are they scientists from another world, or reflections of our own fears staring back at us?
Before the Greys, there were the Kentucky Goblins.
In 1955, a family in Hopkinsville claimed their farmhouse was under siege. Not by men, but by small silver-green creatures with glowing eyes and clawed hands. For hours, gunfire echoed through the night as the family defended themselves from whatever was outside. By morning, there was nothing. No bodies, no tracks, just silence. The press called them Little Green Men, and a legend was born, one that would forever color our image of the alien.
And then there are the Nordic aliens, also sometimes referred to as tall whites.
Not all visitors were monstrous. Some came dressed in light. The Nordic aliens, or Space Brothers, as early contactees called them, appeared as tall, luminous beings with fair hair, blue eyes, and serene faces. They claimed to come from Venus, from the Pleiades, from hidden inner worlds like Agartha. Their message was simple: peace, unity, and the warning that humanity was on a path to destruction. They were said to walk among us, teachers, healers, silent guardians who occasionally step forward when the world edges too close to ruin. But whether saviors or deceivers, none could say. Stories of reptilians, tall, scaled humanoids, date back to ancient Egypt, where the crocodile-headed god Sobek ruled over the Nile. Modern accounts speak of the same creatures in the shadows of power, leaders, kings, and even presidents, allegedly disguising their true reptilian nature beneath human skin, cryptids, and the creatures between worlds. Not every mystery comes from the stars. Some crawl out of the cracks of our own world: the Mothman of Point Pleasant, the Jersey Devil, Nessie in the misty depths of Loch Ness, creatures caught between myth and evidence, each one defying the limits of belief. Some folklorists say these beings, like the Nomo of Africa or Japan's yokai, aren't from other planets at all. They may be interdimensional, slipping between realities where time folds and the natural laws twist. Others argue they are remnants of Earth's forgotten past, ancient species or cryptoterrestrials that learned to hide when we rose to power. The theories: science or shadow. There are three main beliefs among those who study the unknown. The extraterrestrial hypothesis, that these beings come from distant planets, explorers of our fragile world. The interdimensional hypothesis, that they cross over from parallel realms, briefly flickering into our reality before fading back. The crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, that they've always been here, buried in caves, oceans, and mountains. watching. Each idea brings hope and dread in equal measure. Because if they are real, it means we are not at the top of the chain. And if they are not, then something within us is calling them into existence. Over the years, many encounters prove false. Hoaxes designed to sell newspapers, attract tourists, or promote fringe books. But not all can be explained away. From government files marked classified to the testimonies of pilots, soldiers, and scientists, the evidence forms a pattern, a whisper that humanity may not be the only intelligent life visiting Earth. In the end, belief becomes a mirror. The skeptic sees mass hysteria, the dreamer sees contact. And somewhere between them, the truth hides, like a light flickering just beyond reach, the skyfish and the shadows. Even technology hasn't freed us from wonder. Modern cameras capture strange streaks of motion, long rod-like shapes darting through the air. Some call them rods or skyfish, unseen organisms that swim through the sky itself. Scientists say they're only motion-blurred insects, but the footage tells another story, one of speed and grace that defies explanation. Our place among the unknown, whether it's the Nordic from the stars, the gray in the dark, or the reptilian beneath the earth, these beings remind us of one haunting truth. We are not as certain of our universe as we pretend to be. For every skeptic's report, there is a witness who trembles while speaking. For every hoax, there is a radar ping, a scar, a sleepless night that will never fade. Perhaps they are gods, perhaps they are nightmares, or perhaps they are simply us, reflections of our longing, our fear, our desire to not be alone in the infinite. But when the night is still and the stars burn too brightly, it's easy to believe that something is out there, watching, waiting, and wondering about us. Because sometimes the universe doesn't knock on your door. Sometimes it's already inside the house.
Thank you for watching. If this conspiracy has stirred your curiosity, made you question the reality you think you know, don't forget to like the video. And if you crave more stories that twist perception and challenge the truth itself, be sure to subscribe. Remember, not everything is what it seems.